Coolio. I'm gonna angle this more down since I'm gonna be working on art and my face is gonna be down here anyway. And I should probably find my art pen. Or my stylus, I suppose. There it is. Cool. Lighting's not gonna be the best unless I put it right there, but even then, that's much worse. I suppose I could have it be right here. Or do something like that, but that makes everything look much darker. Oh well. I'll do this. It's not the best, but it'll work enough. There. I could try to angle it. That doesn't really do much. Oh well. Hold on real quick. There we go. I did not mean to ban them, I meant to... Oh well. I meant to remove their thing. There we go, now it's showing. Oh, you banned them. Okay, thank you, Lainey. Hey, baddie. We got big follows. Woo! Big follows. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put chat. I'll put it right here. Woo! Okay, let's go on to the games. Go on to... window capture. Okay, it's already on Corel. New. Is it showing? Yes, it is. Coolio. That's good. Then I'll shrink it down. There we go. It doesn't fit perfectly. You know what? Nah. I don't need to worry about shrinking it down. We'll have it fit. There we go. So today, we're going to be making a new banner, I suppose? And then making some little animations, possibly. I don't know, I haven't really thought them out yet. I think to start off with, though, we'll make the updated, I know it is, it's kind of gay. It's also gonna be nice, because whenever my hair gets, like, too big for regular beanies, this one will fit it. Technically, I'm not wearing it correctly, but I'm wearing it so it covers up my hair, so I'm not really gonna wear it properly. Also, I found a pair of boobs for me to buy, so, yeah, we now have some boobs to buy. I was, like, in a call with people for, like, figuring out what boobs to buy. But yeah. Although I do still have to figure out, like, finances. Oh my gosh. Nate just went live too. Are you kidding me? Ah! My friend literally just went live right as I did. Wowza. Yeah, they did. Okay, well, I'm gonna have them muted, but I'm gonna bring up their stream too. Okay, then. Well, let's go ahead and start working on some art. But yeah, I'm gonna be having those, Lady D boobs. I think I'm getting a D cup because I want to actually use them for other cosplays, not just Lady D. And I can always just stuff them up more if I need. Hearty 2.0. The Hearty Oja is gonna be gay. Oops. I made it the wrong size. You know, I'll just canvas size. Yeah. Trying to do math in my head. 560. I might have just did the math terribly wrong, but let's check real quick. Nah, I got it right. Coolio. But yeah, it'll be cool. I do have to figure out my finances and stuff, but, you know, that's something. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for the raid, Eli. I really appreciate it. We're about to start making the updated version of the Hardy Oja in Pride form, and gonna be just making some arty stuff today. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okie dokie. Welcome everyone who's just watching Eli's stream. What were y'all doing, if you don't mind me asking, that is? Speaking of raid, I need to figure out how to do the shout out command. Okie dokie. Well, thank you, Eli. Okay, so I think the new Hardy will be like holding something. Nighty night, Eli. I like doing the chibi look. So I think I'm gonna try to replicate that again. It's way too small. Aw, thank you so much! And yay! Wait a second. That's new. That's a new... I did not realize that was... I did not do that, but I guess that's a thing now? Okay. I did not realize that they changed it, but I guess they did. Cool. Well, at least the sound is working out, and we're gonna actually be making some animations for the stuff today. At least that's the plan, is that I'm gonna be making the animation stuff for the notification animations today on stream. I don't have any plan for them, but we'll figure it out. First, let's get this. Oh, okay. Nighty night, baddie. Okay. I am actually gonna look up a reference of my last one that I made. So, there we go. Oh wait, actually, it's not cheating if I'm using my own. Can't call it cheating when you're using your own art, you know? So let's file, open, I hope you guys can't see everything that I just opened up, but if you can, it's not like there's anything important. Bonk. There we go. So now we can go ahead and, like, look in between them. Okie dokie. Because I want to go with, like, a similar head shape, you know? And then I just do that. It'd be easier if I can... Nah, I'm gonna do a different way of looking between them. Yeah, the bonk. Here, I'll just open it up so that way I can just swap in between them. Real quick. It'll only take a second. I just had to find everything. Where is it? Where is it? Ah. Up here it is. There we go. And now I have an image of it pulled up. Oop, ah! And now it's crashing. Okie dokie then. Oh no, it changed. Go back onto the good pencil. I don't need that blender crap. There we are. Got that big forehead. Oh, okie dokie. How do I do this? That's how. Dang it, shapes are hard. Well, that is certainly shape, but not the one I'm going for. Oops. I might honestly just trace it, if I'm being real. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna make an edited version of this one. Get rid of the mallet. Get rid of the... What was this? Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need the mallet. And I think the face is part of it. Horns can stay. Oh, wait. Oh, the horns and the face are together. That's perfect. Well then, if that is the case, I can technically... Oh, it's the horns outline. I can do this. Easy peasy. And I'm just gonna take the outline of it, I suppose. Yeah. There we go. Now we just have the outline. Of course, I'm gonna change it up, but that's just like... Yeah, the bunk body. Okay. I'll add the color for now, just to have, like, a base. Just for an idea. But the colors are gonna definitely change. No, actually, instead... There we go. Let's get rid of the beanie. And now we have our base. And maybe also the horns. Yeah. See, now we have our base shape. dokie. And I think what I'm gonna do is delete, 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 delete. Okie dokie. And now file, save as Party 2.0. Update laptop is still dumb, but it's functional? Cool. Well, an update for this. We got the head shape. I just took the you know, the one I just made. Ooh, should I do heart eyes? Like, that's terrible, but... Oh, I'll also make this on a separate layer. The eyebrows are part of the bunk face. Heart eyes. Okie dokie. Well then, let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, that should be nice and big enough. And I am gonna turn off the mirrored, grab the eraser, and get rid of these two parts. We'll leave the little blush. And then duplicate. Like this. And then on the face, we will take that. Oh, I'm on the wrong part. Bonk body. No. Bonk body. Here we go. And now we will grab this. Rotate it. Now, if I rotate it right here, oh, nope, it just rotates straight on the center. There we go. I think that's pretty cute looking. And we'll also make them hugging a heart. But, ooh, oh, should I do a new woo face? I should definitely do a new woo face. But first I'm gonna collapse some. There we go. Ooh. Here, I'll bring in the mirrored again to get this all nice and snazzy. Nope, not that, but that's a little creepy looking. It's a nice one too. There we go. Get rid of the mirror. And I am gonna make that a little bigger. Okie dokie. Like this. And now we'll exit out of that. This is definitely a much more chill stream, I suppose. Okie dokie. And of course, we'll give it a massive blush. But let's start drawing the beanie. And this is where I struggled in the last one. Here, let me pull up the reference. Yeah, that's how I did it. Okie dokie. Not quite so sure how I feel about that. Either way, I should be doing this on its own separate layer. Beanie. Oh, what color should I make the beanie? That is the real question. We'll figure it out. We can figure out once we get the skin tone down. We can try multiple colors, it's fine. No need to rush. I do still need to add horns too. So I'm gonna add the horns real quick, because they tend to help give an idea of where everything should go. Let's erase the beanie for now. That's a little too curved. We'll go more so outwards like that. Maybe something like that? I don't know. I want to bring it more outwards. The problem is I want this to be visible enough whenever it's an emote, because that does make it a little... Once you turn into an emote, it's a little difficult. And since it's Pride Month, I'm gonna make the heart rainbow. There we go, that's a good horn. Then I'll put one like this. It's definitely a much more dramatic horn than the last one. Maybe, I don't know. Oops. I really like this first one that we got. I mean, of course I'm gonna adjust it to maybe be like that more so, but like that. But I think I might actually just copy and paste it onto the other side. But first, I am gonna do some cleanup. There we go. And then I will duplicate. Yeah, that's, nope. Duplicate. And grab out the lasso. Then I do that and move it onto this side. Easy peasy. And how does that look? They're definitely more dramatic than in the regular one, but this picture looks like it's gonna have bigger proportions anyway. And I'll do that to make it more like a head tilt. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Because the beanie does kind of get affected by the horns. Okay then. And now that I've done that, that makes the beanie part easier. Because it does have an effect on what you can even see. See, because you're not going to see that part of the beanie. And unless we decide that we want to have the beanie actually go over, or I suppose under, there we go. That's cute looking. And there we go. And it's fine if it overlaps a little. Oops, let's undo some of that. There we go. And that can be the beanie. It's a little wonky looking, but that's okay. Maybe I'll... yeah. That's perfectly fine if it's a little wonky. It just makes it more interesting. Although I will erase some of this part. There. And now we have a basic idea, but we will be moving everything up. Or I suppose I'll make adjustments. So we'll do this. So I'm gonna check something real quick. Okie dokie. I hope y'all can still see me. Canvas size. Let's add 500 and 500, just so that way we have plenty of space. Just look at that, that definitely creates a weird shape. So on this canvas, we'll just grab the eraser, max size, bonk body, oops. Oh, coolio. So now we can see the actual kind of shape. And I'm thinking heart. Hold on, wait a second. That's one horn. That's another. Lapse layers. There we go. Horns. Nice. Now they're together. And let's create a nice, cute little heart. We'll go on more of the red side, but it is going to be a rainbow heart for this one. There we go. Make it nice and big. I actually do want to look at a reference for this one just to get a basic idea. Not my own, but like... I'm not going to copy it, obviously, but I still want to get an idea. And this is being wonky, not actually showing me properly, but it's fine. The face is probably going to be covered up slightly by the heart, because I do want to get the heart to be like very well visible. So I'm looking at how other people have dealt with that. Not to copy, but just to figure out how other people have dealt with making the heart visible, because in the last one, the last Hardy Oja one, it was like the heart was too small, but I didn't want it to cover up the face, so that's why it was so small. But I'm realizing that's something I'm just gonna have to deal with, which is totally fine. It's just I didn't want to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. So we'll draw the heart. Oops, that's a very wonky heart. And then we'll shrink it or something. Here, what I'm gonna do, make the pen bigger, because I am gonna shrink it. Not that thick though. Canvas size, we'll add another 500. Just so I have plenty of space. I want it to be like a cute heart, kind of like curved like that. I do really like this part right here. And the side is a little bit too sharp for me though. There we go. Nice. I know I shouldn't feel so bad about using references, but I know that this is gonna end up looking a lot like everyone else's heart emotes, which is totally fine. It's just I don't want it to be like I copied a person, you know? There we go. Nice. There we go. And I might make it slightly thinner. Well, obviously I'm gonna change up the shape to make it actually fit. But, yeah. Hey, nice! Halfway there, and then I'll be able to show my hair. Speedrunning, yeah. There we go. And now that I've done that, I will get it up to the size I'm happy with. Yeah. But most people haven't seen my hair in a while. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna need to re-rotate it. I just realized, is this gonna be facing the same exact direction as everyone else's hardy emotes? Okay, good, it's not gonna be completely insane as everyone else's. Oh, but it might be. Yeah, it's kind of looking like that. You know what? It's unique in the fact that the eyes are hearts. I just feel bad because it's looking like everyone else's, I know. And now let's rotate it. That's what I'll do. That's how I'll make it different. I'll make the cheeks chubby. Well, not chubby, but squished. I'll name this layer Rolls. And now, bring that back down to that size. Oops. Come on, actually show up. Why isn't it showing up? Oh no. Oh no. Save. Save before it crashes. Did save? Okay. This is what happens when it's about to crash. Please don't crash. Fingers crossed, come on. Maybe that'll help. Now let me... Nope, okay, yeah, it is about to crash. There. Okay, I just... Oh, wow. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, let me go ahead and reopen it. Oh no, where did I save it to? It's fine, it'll be in previous documents. Just letting it reload up. I love how Nightbot is one of the people who are watching. Okay, art program. Whenever you're ready. You know, you mentioned that you have seen my hair. Technically, yes, but it was wet. So you haven't seen it, like, actually. Recent. Good. Oh my goodness. Now I can add the rolls. Yes. There we go. And I'll make that eye squinty. I do want that line to be thicker. Not that thick. Or that thick. Hold on. I'll get it. I'll get the right thickness eventually. There. face. Effects. Nope, not effects. No, it should be in effects. Oh, I can just color. That's how I adjust the colors. I don't know if y'all can actually see what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I just can't remember where it was. Where's nope. No. Nope, okay, I don't know where it is. I'll just do what I was planning at first. And I wish, no, there's something I want to do, I just don't know how. Distort. Get that to still fit. Okay. Nope, that did not work. That works enough. Coolio. We'll have a chubby cheek from it. And we'll put the arms around it too. Boydie. There we go. Picking up those lines. There we go. We'll do it kind of like that. Nope. There we go. Not quite though. Okay, we got that shape. Why is there cat purring sounds? Here we go. Not that I'm complaining that they're purring sounds, but I was expecting lo-fi to have purr sounds. I know what I'll do. I don't know why I have a circle. But what I want is this. And now There. And I like the idea of a heart looking like a butt. And it'd be like this. So let's imagine I have a pillow and it's like this and I'm holding it up to my face. So thumbs will be up. Hands are difficult. I might just do circles, honestly. We'll see. I'm gonna check something. um... Okie dokie. So how are you all doing in chat? Everyone who's in chat, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing lovely. Really, honestly, the part that I'm really trying to just avoid is I don't want this to look like... I don't want this to look too similar to Anne Mines. To Anne's. Ooh, coolio. I'm just worried that this will end up looking too much like Anne's, and if it does, I'm gonna feel bad about that. I'll do 4 fingers. There we go, that's good enough. And that one has a perfect spot for a thumb. How do you do spring cleaning on your Spotify, though? I'm gonna zoom in a bit. I might add another roll to go on that spot. There we go. That's the shape I want. Whoops. This is gonna kind of be a little bit like a Simpsons-y sort of fingers, I guess, but that's okay. Deleting playlists you don't vibe with anymore. Putting your like songs on shuffle and removing stuff. Oh, smart. I've only just started listening to music, so I haven't really had a need to do that myself, but that's cool. That's a big finger. Oh wait, no, that's correct. That's how the hand is supposed to look. Yes, I managed to figure out how to get all 5 fingers on it. How does this look? Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yay! I like how chibis have like such chubby hands. It's cute. Oh yeah, because at work I've been listening to I bought a pair of earbuds for the first time, and so I've been listening to music for the first time. There we go. Now I just want to add another finger onto this one because it's bugging me that one has three and the other one doesn't. Oh, fun. There we go. And that's how I'll add that last one. Oopsie doopsie. Texting people like taste. Okie dokie. I wish that this was more sharp. There we go, that's cute. But now that I've done that, I want to re-shrink up this finger. It's a little too tubby for me. There we go. Oh, that's wonky. I don't think it was actually bad before. I think what needed to happen was for me to do that. Oh my gosh, my cat just entered my room. I'm not sure if you heard the door. Your friends do it to each other all the time. Nice. Ah, cool. There we go. That's cute. I'm gonna close my door real quick. Hi. She probably just wants to annoy me. Hi, pretty girl. Wouldn't be surprised if she jumps up onto my lap pretty soon. Also, I figured out it's not the headphones that are causing that keep on disconnecting. It's the fact that the audio port on my computer is jacked up. So that's fun. So it's not the headphones that's the issue, it's the actual port itself. Hi! Oh, you're so pretty. So yeah, I think this is looking really cute though. I'm really happy with this. I might shrink up this hand though just a little bit. Yeah, just a wee bit. When I say oops, let's also do the plus. There we go. Just make it a little bit thinner. Actually, nah. Where I'm gonna make it a little thinner. Oops. X. I'll grab out a box. It's these fingers that need to be thinner. I'm surprised she didn't jump up. Probably because I'm talking. There we go. That's really cute. I'm happy with that. I might actually... Nah, it's fine. Yeah. I'll add one more roll. There we go. And then the face. We'll just snatch and move. There we go. How's that? Or should I leave it where it was before? That is the question. Before? After? Or I could just go without a mouth. That is also an option. Wow, I lined up that line really nicely. Here. There. That's also without. But I feel like it looks a little creepier and more sad. I don't know. I can always move it later. Or I could just change up the mouth. Oh, cool. Mouth. Come on. Okay, then. Either way, I think this is looking really cute. I think with the rolls, though, I will move them slightly. Although I do really like their current placement. Yeah. I mean, I know I kind of cheated by using the same head shape, but I want them to look similar, so it's fine. And I drew it myself, so it's not copying, technically. It's not morally wrong for me to use my own previous art. It just isn't really good if I'm trying to improve, but that's just the head shape, so I'm not gonna freak out over it. Here we go. And now let's distort it. There we go. How is this? Ooh, if I can at least X out of it so you can actually see. Oh, nice. Coolio. Also, speaking about the tour, I'm not gonna mention it on stream. I'll mention it in DMs a little bit later. But yeah. Not really good news, though, and that's all I'll say. Sadly. Still not 100% though, so still holding out hope, but yeah. I know. But my reasoning is justified, so. But once again, still not 100%, and hopefully it. Oh, why am I adding this on, like, you know what's fine if I'm adding this on the heart part? Nah, no it's not, that's gonna bug me. Heart. There we go. Coolio. Ooh. They have a Dallas one? Neat. I'm really happy with this hand right here. Oh, Coolio. Sorry, I keep on saying Coolio, but I'm really happy with this one hand. And it's about time that I added the updated Hardy. And what's great is I can constantly re-update this one because I can change the heart colors, I mean, whenever I want. Okay, I think the mouth where it is works great. So I think honestly now we're at the coloring point. Although there's the bunk body still that I have to erase this back part. And let's start on the color. Skin color. Okie dokie. This part's always fun because I am colorblind. Whoop whoop. Alrighty, righty. And then we'll have the horn. But this seems like a good base color. Okie dokie. And I'll add like little highlights too. Dang, I'm not kidding when I say being colorblind makes the coloring part a little difficult. I might not be as colorblind as I think I am because my little brother turned out to not be as colorblind as we all thought he was. But I can definitely notice my colorblindness, so. But that's probably just because I'm constantly making art. Oh wow, that's a lot more red than I thought it was. Let's warm up the tone a little bit. And now I'm realizing that might be a little too dark. There we go. That's a little orange for my taste. There we go. And I wish I knew how to add circles. Really? Yo, that is so cool. That's awesome. That's like really, really cool. Okay, let's figure out how to add a circle. Oh wait, I just realized there is a circle option. Now that I know that this is a thing, this will be revolutionary for me. Nope. Oh my goodness. This changes everything. Nope. I clicked on the plus. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm like freaking out now that I figured out this. Just figured this out. Live on camera. Ah. Wait. Grab the eraser. Don't need it right here. Or right there. There we go. And now I might have made those too big. We'll see. Let's see how it looks. And I might darken it up just slightly. And warm it up just a little bit. Nope. Remove that tolerance. There we go. Go on to this color, I think is a pretty color for right here. And I'll make that a new layer. Eye color. How long have I been going for? An hour. Wow. I'm getting pretty happy about how this one's turning out. Although I spent like a lot of the stream doing this part when I was planning on what's it called? I was planning on doing this stream I mean, I knew I was gonna do this part, but really the main plan was for me to work on the backgrounds. Okay, now let's add some color. So we'll add a new one. Art color. And we will go ahead and where's the heart? Duplicate. There we go. This one right here. Remove. Grab out the pencil. Move it on down to here. Whoops. Change it to black. There we go. And now, nice. However, I will increase the tolerance. Too much. There we go. Now it's a heart of darkness. And now that I've done that, I will decrease that opacity slightly. Have like straight up red. And I'm gonna go with the rainbow because it's the most recognizable, but you know, I can always do more later. That's a little too orange. Oh wait, that's what I wanted to do. There we go. Coolio. Whoops. Oh, that's why it's doing that. There. And now, orange. There. That's a nice orange. Fill that up. Undo, increase the tolerance. Undo, increase it a little bit more. There we go. And now yellow. An obnoxious yellow color. That's actually more green, but it's fine. I'll correct it. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. Come on. Is it not connected right there? Or right here? There. I just realized this is probably really obnoxious looking for you, Lainey. If you have a higher color perception. I might have to readjust the sizes. Maybe just a little bit. I can adjust them after. I should actually look up a reference of the pride flag. Just so that way I know I have it right. Oh, my screen just got bombarded. Yeah, I might need to. I only have. Actually, no, it's about halfway filled up. It should be fine. But I am gonna. Here. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll make the yellow bigger and the orange slightly bigger. I remember there used to be a teal. At least I remember hearing about a teal. There we go. I was certain that there was supposed to be a teal one, though. I'm like wondering why this isn't super bright, but then I had to remember the opacity is down. And just you wait, once we increase opacity, dear lordy Lou, it's gonna be bright. And now we'll just grab a nice purple. Cool. And I'll move the green down a little. Nice. Yeah, I could never. I would take a test right now just to prove. But, oh my gosh, why does that look so much lighter? That is lighter. That's why. There we go. That's how much lighter it actually is. Nice. Oh my gosh, yes. That's the perfect shape that I want. Oh no. There we go. Yes. And the hand's kind of covering up part of it. But I do want to make the orange just slightly, just a touch more, you know? And it's gonna be like a bright orange. There we go. That's a nice shape. Okay. Now time to remove the opacity. That's how bright it actually is. Before, it was at this. But now, here it is. Before and after. I honestly like the before more. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the before more, but it's fine. I can always technically find a way around that. Yeah, that's actually hurting my eyes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with like, I'm gonna bring it back down to 75. And duplicate layer. And then what I'll do is, there. I think that's a nicer set of colors anyway. I just added a non-transparent layer beneath it. What's great is arms are still above it. But this is looking cute. And of course we'll be doing some cropping. Body. That's looking a lot lighter now that I have something to compare it to. And now we'll add the hands. And we'll add like shadows and everything. Ooh, this is looking very gray in comparison. Body color. New layer. And color. Color. And you know what? Color works. Hadn't realized how gray I made it before until it's up against colors, and it would have looked real gray had I had it up against the original colors. Dear lordy Lou. Whoops. Whoops. Oh wait, I can just use an eraser. Why am I just redoing everything constantly? Dokie. And I am gonna put on like, have my character wear something. So yeah, that's like Yeah, that's the original color. It's just very monotoned. Or, not monotone. Just not very bright. I'm gonna drink some water though. There we go. And I might honestly blur some of the colors a little bit, like in between them. Just for so the lines aren't so hard, you know? Here, let's actually do that now. Effects, apply smart blur. Effects, smart, nope. Effects, smart blur. Yeah. Effects, smart blur. Effects, smart blur. Effects, smart blur. Effects, smart blur. Just gonna do this a whole bunch of times. There we go. Yeah. And now that I've made it up to where it hurts my eyes to look at it, ooh, time to add the color of the actual clothes. um, and this one will be, what's it called? Pink hoodie. Grab that. Okie dokie. There we go. Right. There. And now we'll go onto the body. Grab an eraser. An eraser. Nope, not that much. There we go. Pink hoodie. Add another line. There we go. And in the back. There. Skin color. Select. Make this one slightly darker. Actually, no. And then I'll grab a pink. We'll go with this pink. And color. Hoodie. Color. There we go. This is going to be full of a lot of pink. Whoops. Yeah, I might want to also lower this below the heart. And color. And hoodie color. On the heart, go ahead, grab our eraser. There we go. And oh, dang. I'm gonna have to move these ones underneath. Honestly, all the colors are gonna have to be like one on top of each other, but that's okay. There we go. Now, nice. What color should we make the beanie? That is the question. Of eye color. And color. As well as hoodie color. Grab this eraser. There we go. As well as the rolls. Which the rolls I'm actually going to make a little bit lighter. There. Probably more eventually, but like that maybe. We'll see though. I'll make the horns first. Just gonna be like a very dark purple. Well, we decide what to do for the beanie, I'll make the horns. Okie dokie. Might honestly be best for the horns to go above the beanie. Just because that makes it a little bit easier. There we go. Whoops. One, two. And we have to figure out where the light source is going to be. I'm kind of thinking more so like over here. Because there are going to be shines on the heart, which I want to look kind of like a butt. I want the heart to look like a shiny rainbow butt. How did I do this one? That's what I thought. I made it gray instead of this color. Perhaps. You know, just perhaps. Nah, that doesn't really work. It would work more if it was more like this, I guess. Yeah. Then I suppose I can have like a darker spot. That does not look much darker to me. Nah. I think the horns look fine. I'll just effects smart blur. Effects smart blur. Just smart blur the heck out of them. Effects smart blur. Definitely seems to be working. I might make the beanie. Oh, hey Nate. Hello Nate's chat. Thank you so much for the raid. I don't know why I didn't do the raid sound, but thank you so much. Hello. I'm making my new Hardy emote. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Well, I really appreciate it. Oh, and it seems like I no longer have the chat as Comic Sans. I need to fix that. It needs to stay as Comic Sans. But hello, I'm making the new Hardy emote for Pride Month. And then eventually, whenever it's no longer Pride Month, I'll probably change it back, but... Hello. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'm currently just smart blurring the heck out of these horns. Effects, smart blur. This is more of a chill stream tonight. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Hey. Oh, I wonder why it's not doing the sounds. It's supposed to be doing some sounds. Okay, I'll have to fix that before tomorrow's stream. Thank you so much, Nate. I was actually planning on rating you if I was done in time, but I'm only on my first part of like so much for tonight. But thank you so much. Ah. Okie dokie, I think those horns are nice and affected, I suppose. Let's do the heart as well. Yeah, sound issues are commonplace here. Does smart blur work on this one as well? Effects, smart blur. Effects, smart blur. It doesn't seem to be doing it. Well, that's okay. But yeah, I'm finally making the Hardy emote, the new one. Thank you so much again, though. I really appreciate it. Ooh, that's what I need to do. Where is it? Where is it? Bonk body. Need to give it the eyebrow scar. There we go. Perfection. Did I give my last one a nose? No, I didn't. They don't need noses anyway. Thank you so much, though. Okie dokie. I don't know what to do now. Oh yeah, we were gonna do the beanie. Alright, let's... Beanie color. Oh, now that we have more people here, what color should I make the beanie? If y'all have any suggestions, that is. Because the beanie is like the last thing I have to figure out before I go ahead and start adding the shading. You know? So yeah. Yeah, the beanie's the last part. Okie dokie. I don't know how bad the delay is, so I apologize if the delay is horrendous. Mint green? Ooh, that's a nice color. Let me actually look up what mint green is, though. Would this be like mint green? Is this like mint green? I don't really know colors all that well. Or would this be mint green? Copy my current beanie? I could, but the problem is I would copy my current beanie, but the colors match too much to the horns, and I'm worried that that will cause like a little more pastel. That second one's closer though. So like, would it be like this? Let me blend the colors, see if I can find a nice mix. A little bit lighter, okay. So like this. Oh, coolio. So like this one? You'd say that one works? Okay. And then I'll go onto the pencil. Let's... beanie color. There. And it will be darkened up in some spots because once I add the shadows. But yeah, this is how it'll be for now. I like the idea of all the beanies being different colors. I might go with like, yeah, it'll just look darker. But they'll be like, I'll use darker versions of the color. So instead of using black and then decreasing the opacity on that, I'll do it this way instead. Okie dokie. I misread the I'd as I guess for a second. I was all like, well, I don't know how to make it the proper color, so. Okie dokie. Also, the shirt is meant. Oh my gosh, this is giving off some Cosmo and Wanda vibes right now. The green beanie and the pink hoodie. We got Cosmo and Wanda. Cosmo and Wanda outfit right now. Which I think is pretty coolio. uh, A pop culture reference? What? Me making one? Impossible. I don't know any culture. I don't know any pop culture. I am oblivious to everything. Anything other than that would just be blasphemy. Oh, let's actually do the smart blur. Effects, smart blur. Smart blur. Smart blur. And smart blur. There we go. And now that we have that, we can do the shadows. Should I actually put down a lower part of the torso, or does that really matter? I don't think it really matters, but I think it has more of an emote vibe if it doesn't have a torso beneath that. I mean, I'm gonna have to crop it anyway, so we'll see. It might end up cropping out below that anyway. Okay, let's add shadows now. Above all the colors. Shading. There we go. I'll use this dark green for this mint shading. We'll go on to the beanie color to select that. Go back on to shading. And this is how we'll do it. Right here for sure. Maybe some right here. And I'll get rid of any of like the extra junk that's not needed. Okie dokie. Right up to here for this one. Ooh. Nice and lovely. And then, just like this lower part. And I'll grab the eraser and clean up this part. Right below here. Go up to there. There we go. Maybe just a touch right there. Lower this opacity to, I'll say 50. Not 80, 50. Nice. Oh, wait. I'm also going to add some right down below here. Whoops. You should be getting the body to bed soon. Oh, have a lovely night, Kronos. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But have a lovely night. And thanks for stopping by. The rest of the streams I'm going to be doing this week won't be nearly as late. So, there's at least that. Okie dokie. And now that I've done that, I will bring this down to the beanie color, collapse layers. There. And now that I'm on the beanie color, and we're gonna go with like a 50% opacity or whatever I think looks the nicest. We'll do the effects, smart blur, effects, smart blur, effects, smart blur. Just to smooth it out. Okie dokie. That's looking lovely. I just realized the pop culture reference I'm always making is literally Cosmo and Wanda. Hoodie shading. Let's select this pink, and we'll go with like this. And now, hoodie color, magic select. And I'll put this for like the darkest spots, but then I'll also grab out a second color after this one for lighter ones. There we go. There. I'm too colorblind for this one. Oops. This is definitely a more chill stream than what I normally do. For anyone who's new, normally I game, but I'll occasionally make some art. Because sometimes whenever I am planning on doing some art, I'll go ahead and stream it. Makes you think of the arrow flag? Nice. And we'll add some shading right there for sure. Probably some darker shading like how I did for that one. I'll add some lines up in here because you won't see it right now, but you will see it whenever I do the shading. Whenever I do the blur, I mean. Now, we'll do this. Oop, my phone's running low on battery. But yeah, sometimes whenever I'm in an artsy mood, I'll open up the stream. Oh yeah, I was gonna fill up this part. There we go. Oop, that was a bit too much. There we are. And let's just add that slightly right along there. And I'll do this to just add a little bit of extra intrigue. Because technically the shadows are on this side. We're looking at where the light sources are. So I should also technically have this part filled in instead. But then I still want to have these little parts right here kind of poking out. There we go. It is definitely a lot, but I like it. And I'll set this one as 50 as well. Maybe let's try 45 actually. There we go. Effects, Smart Blur. Nice. That creates a cool little effect. That one actually blurred a lot easier too. And let's go ahead and exit out of this. Now we'll do the skin. Or I suppose the hands. There we go. And we'll just add some right up along here too. There we go. And now, let's set this to 50. Maybe a little lower. There we go. effects, smart blur. There, that's like very faint, but it's there. And heart color. Collapse. Oh, new layer. Heart shading. And this one I'm just gonna go with like a black. Starting off already at a lower color. But it's gonna be like very faded on this one. I'll put it in all of the fingers, just that way there's a lot of extra. Wait, here. There we go. And then go ahead and do this. So that way it gets all of it. We'll do this. There we go. And let's actually add some lighter spots too. There we go. Oh no! Oh wait, that was another thing I was gonna do. I was going to not do that yet. Because I still want the dark part to show up through. I still had to figure out the rest of the dark part, I mean. Dokey. Oh my goodness. There. And now I'll add the light spots. Whoops. Come on, that shouldn't fill up the whole thing. Your laptop is literally haunted. Oh no. Okie dokie. Now let's set this opacity to 50. That's actually pretty nice. Okie dokie. Collapse layers. Let's get out of that. Effects, smart blur. There we go. Let's set this to 30 instead. Nope, wrong part. Part shading to 30. Maybe 40. Nah, I actually like the 50. I'll just use a lot of smart blur. Smart blur. Smart blur. Okay, yeah, the white part just looks weird. Oop, it's taking a bit to load. I think I'll leave that one separated, because that can be used for the other one too. Now, on the beanie color, go ahead and erase that. I just need a skin color. There we go. And I think that's good. I just need to crop it now. Canvas. No. Crop it first. I'll get it to hold it all. Canvas. Canvas size. Oh, I got pretty close. Okay. So on the width, -139, and then the bottom, -206. How's that? Is that good? Canvas, resize. Oop. Canvas. Canvas size. About 100. Because it still keeps that. -50. And 50. That's a little bit too much. I care more about the than the heart. So size -30 and then 30. Oops. There. And for this underneath part, I'll just grab the dark and fill that in. There. And just to see how it would look, this is how it'll probably look on stream. Oh wait, there was one last bit of shading I was gonna do. New layer. Skin shading. Select that. Make it darker. And then magic select. Nope. Magic select. Let's increase the tolerance. Too much. There. And I just wanna... Oops. Okie dokie. Sorry, I got really quiet because I got really focused. There. Let's just clean up this little part real quick. Cool. And set this one to 50. Maybe 30. Smart blur. There we go. Now this one's done. Do 2.0. Here, I'll save it once. And then save as there. Coolio. And if it's too small on screen, I can always shrink it a little bit. Whenever I actually put it on stream, I mean. So yeah, we got that one done. So, I have been going for like 2.5 hours now. And even though I was planning on doing more, this did take a lot longer than I was expecting. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all over to raid someone. Yeah. Yeah, it has. Because I would like to work a little bit longer, but I also, you know, I don't want, it's 2 in the morning. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid Vamp Candy. Is that how you spell it? Yes, it is. Okie dokie. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Vamp Candy, and yeah. Hope y'all have a lovely time, and yeah. Alrighty. I'll see y'all next time, I suppose. Night.